Hello and welcome. Today we're diving into a topic where the stakes couldn't be higher, managing a financial legacy. We're going to look at what modern trust accounting really means and how technology is completely changing the game for fiduciaries. You know, this quote really hits the nail on the head. Being a trustee is so much more than just watching over some money. It's a serious, legally binding promise. It demands that you get everything right, keep perfect records, and are completely open with everyone involved. That's a huge weight to carry. And that leads to a really important question. With all that pressure, are the tools you're using actually built for the job? I'm talking about the spreadsheet. You know the one. Is it really your trusted partner here? Or could it be the one thing that's actually putting the entire trust and your reputation on the line? So, here's our game plan for today. We'll kick things off with the trustee's high-stakes role. Then, we'll get into the real dangers of using old-school methods. From there, we'll pivot to the modern software solution, check out its key features, and see what automation can do. And we'll wrap it all up by talking about the new fiduciaries standard. All right, first up, the trustee's high-stakes role. Look, we're not just talking about managing a bank account here. It's a deep, profound responsibility. The legal term for it is fiduciary duty, and it means you have to act only in the best interest of the beneficiaries, period. In this analogy, it's just perfect. Imagine trying to build a massive skyscraper with nothing but a little handsaw. It sounds ridiculous, right? Well, that's exactly what it's like trying to manage a complex trust, with all its moving parts, rules, and regulations, using a simple spreadsheet. The tool just doesn't match the job. So let's get into the scary part. Let's look at the risks of these outdated methods. We're going to pinpoint exactly where these manual processes can go wrong, and believe me, when they go really wrong. The source material points to 4 huge risks. First, calculation errors. A single misplaced decimal or typo can mean paying out the wrong amount, which can cause massive legal headaches and destroy trust in an instant. Second, you've got missed payment schedules, which could literally violate the terms of the trust. Third, bad documentation, which is an absolute nightmare come audit time. And finally, all this mess can lead to serious compliance violations. Every single one of these is a landmine just waiting to be stepped on. So, how in the world do you get through that minefield? Well, this is the turning point. Let's talk about the modern software solution. This is where we stop talking about just managing risk and start talking about taking back complete control. And just to be clear, we are not talking about some off-the-shelf accounting program. This is specialized software built from the ground up to handle the unique, tangled web of trust administration. It's designed to automate the grunt work and to make sure you're staying compliant. Okay, so let's pop the hood and look at the core features that give you this control. These are the tools that let a trustee be proactive instead of just reacting to problems after they happen. This table lays it out pretty clearly. You can draw a straight line from the feature to the impact. Take real-time reporting. That gives you instant visibility. The impact? You can make proactive decisions. Or multi-entity management. It gives you one place to see everything, which makes you way more efficient. And banking connectivity. That doesn't just pull in transactions, it nearly eliminates manual data entry, which, as we know, is where so many errors come from. And here's the most important takeaway from all this. Real-time data is an absolute game changer. It fundamentally shifts your job from putting out fires to actually steering the ship. You're making smart, forward-looking decisions because you can see the whole picture, right now. Okay, on to our next section. Automation and transparency. Now, you might think of these as 2 separate things, but they are totally connected. Automation is what slashes those human errors we were just talking about. And that new level of accuracy, that's the very foundation you need to build and keep trust with beneficiaries. Let me give you a really powerful example. Automated distribution calculations. So instead of you sitting there with a calculator and a legal document trying to figure it all out, the system does it for you. It's programmed with all the complex formulas, the tax rules, the specific timing, and it nails it every single time. It just completely eliminates one of the biggest risks there is. And the benefits just ripple out from there. All of a sudden, you're spending way less time on processing, your accuracy goes through the roof, compliance is being monitored 24/7 in the background, and you have a perfect automatic audit trail for every single thing that happens. And how does this make things more transparent for beneficiaries? Well, first, the system spits out professional, easy-to-understand statements automatically. Second, beneficiaries can get their own secure login to see the information that's relevant to them. And third,
All the important documents are in one central, organized place. No more confusion.
Which brings us to our final section where this all comes together. Let's talk about the new fiduciary standard. We're going to put the old way and the new way side by side, and the difference is, well, you'll see. Just look at the difference here. It's a total transformation. Instead of typing everything in by hand, transactions flow in automatically. Instead of a calculator and a piece of paper, you have AI-powered automation doing the math. Reporting goes from a custom, time-consuming chore to a quick, template-based process. And compliance isn't a checklist you review once a quarter, it's a system of built-in alerts. Honestly, it's a night and day difference.
So at the end of the day, this whole shift, it's not just about getting shinier, better tools. It's about being able to uphold a higher standard of care. It's about using the best technology available to truly honor that profound responsibility we talked about at the very beginning. And that leaves us with one final thought. As literally every part of the financial world goes digital, as it gets faster and more automated, what do you think is the biggest risk of choosing not to evolve with it? Something to think about. Thanks for joining me today.